always beside me, by a quiet corner of the world where loyalty never needs words. The afternoon sun filtered softly through the canopy of oak and elm, casting gentle shadows on the worn patch of grass near the edge of the park. The world beyond seemed far away. Distant traffic, the buzz of city life, the worry and rush of people who had places to be. Here, it was just them. Tom sat cross-legged, back slightly hunched, arms wrapped around Max, his Pitbull and best friend of nearly 10 years. The big dog sat obediently, leaning into Tom's chest with the trust only years could build. His eyes, usually alert and curious, were half-lidded now, relaxed and calm, soaking in the silence of the moment. They had come to this park almost every Sunday since Tom had first moved into the neighborhood. The bench near the willow tree had become theirs, a silent witness to so many small things. But today, Tom didn't sit on the bench. Today, he wanted to be closer to the ground, closer to Max. Tom hadn't always been someone who stopped to appreciate quiet things. A decade ago, he was someone else entirely, busy, angry, working late nights and nursing grudges he couldn't name. When his younger brother passed, something inside Tom cracked. He drifted from his job, his friends, even himself. The apartment emptied. The phone stopped ringing. He had never planned on getting a dog, but Max came into his life through a rescue center on a rainy Tuesday. He's not for everyone, the staff warned. Big heart, but he's had a rough past. Takes a while to trust. So had Tom. Max didn't warm to him at first. He barked at strangers, refused to eat for days, and flinched at loud sounds. But every evening, Tom sat beside him. No commands, no pressure, just presence. It took months, but one night, Max curled beside him on the floor, placed his massive head on Tom's foot, and slept. That was the first time Tom had cried in years. Now, years later, they were more than owner and pet. They were family. Tom's life had begun to rebuild, piece by piece. A steady job, a small apartment with a balcony Max loved to lie on, a circle of friends who understood silence was sometimes the best language. But time, as it always does, kept moving. Max had started slowing down. The bounce in his step had turned into a shuffle. The wild excitement of walks had become patient strolls, with longer rests in between. There was a wisdom in his eyes now, not just the weight of years, but the understanding of what it meant to stay when others leave. And today, under the soft golden sky, Tom felt something in the air, not dread, but knowing. So he hugged Max tightly, both arms wrapped with quiet desperation, not because he feared losing him that day, but because he wanted Max to feel, even without words, the depth of his gratitude for sticking around when I was unbearable, for never judging, for teaching me how to sit still, to stay present, to love without asking for anything back. Max gave a soft grunt of contentment. His head rested heavy on Tom's chest. They stayed that way for a long time, just the wind and breath between them. A nearby child pointed at them and smiled. A passerby whispered to her friend, "That's love, right there." But Tom didn't hear it. He was lost in the moment, in the soft rhythm of Max's breathing, in the quiet honor of being loved by something so honest and pure. That evening, as the sun dipped low and the shadows stretched long, Tom stood and helped Max to his feet. The old dog's joints creaked, but he rose, still proud, still willing. They walked home slowly, not speaking, not needing to, because sometimes the greatest stories are told not in words or chapters, but in shared silence, warm hugs, and years spent simply staying by someone's side.